Good job. So we're starting here from stage one. All right. What I'm looking from my opponent is he's trying to separate from me. So we're in the yellow zone right now, and they will start to move their body away. That's what I'm looking for from my opponent. Okay. So one time through, what does the sweep look like? Let's get to the mount. All right. So what am I doing here? I first start off in stage one, okay? I look for the bad guy to start pushing away. I release, and then I angle and get on my shoulder, top legs across, okay? All right? Now I need to displace body weight, so I pull him on. My bottom rudder goes, and then I extend my body and kick. And now I get to this mount position. So a little bit more detail. I start with my legs crossed. I start from here. I'm controlling the head. My partner starts to separate, so I don't want him to lift me up. So what I do is I angle across and I'm hooking his hip here, okay? I'm grabbing onto this arm, my bottom leg's here. So I need to get his body weight coming up to me. So I pull him up on me. Boom. Now I extend my body here and I have a scissor kick. This leg's kicking this way, my top leg is kicking this way. I use this foot as leverage here on the hip. And I do kind of like that lazy get up. I'm here on my elbow, and then I grab the head, and then I put my hooks in here. This is what we call our mount home base. All right? A little bit more detail. So I start here, my legs are crossed, I have stage one. As I start to feel that separation, and he's starting to free this arm, as I uncross my legs. Okay? Now I'm gonna turn on my gun shoulder here and look at the wall here. All right? My top leg is going to angle across Dan's belt line here where I'm hooking his hip. All right? My other foot is going to come down here. I can keep it on the hip here, but I need to get his body weight coming forward. At any stage, before I sweep, this leg is going to go down. I extend my body and I kick. I use this foot here as leverage, and then I pull myself up and I establish what's called hooks. One hook, two hooks, and I hover here. This is our mount home base that we cover in that mount class. So the common mistakes here that you're going to see with officers when they make this move is first and foremost, as they separate here, is they fail to get on their shoulder. And this will be the biggest mistake. And so when they cross in here, is they don't come up on their shoulder and face the wall. I can't generate power with my hips unless I turn here on my shoulder. Right? The next common mistake here is going to be trying to sweep when where's all of Dan's weight right now? It's backwards. In order to get the sweep to happen, is I need to pull him upwards and transfer his body weight. And this foot needs to go down. And then the last thing here is a scissor. Last thing here is once I have my foot here leverage, I use this to help pull myself up. And this again brings us back to that mount position. All right. So what does it look like here with our partners? I start here in stage one, okay? All right. He starts with pulling away from me. He's starting to free up. So I still keep a hold of the arm. I uncross my legs, and then I come up on my shoulder. I'm angling here across his top. I can keep my foot here on his hip, but I need to pull him up into me. All right? Before I sweep, this bottom foot comes down, and then I scissor kick. Boom. That's where he falls. I keep that top foot here on his opposite side hip. I pull myself up, establish my hooks one at a time, and take them out position.